RC Car Works, what is up? Hey, got out of the hobby for a little while. Matter of fact, I think it's been like 3 or 4 years now. This is my first video to post in a while. Moved, had a kid, a couple things took me out of the hobby, and now I'm getting back into it. I know you probably really don't care about all that, so here's a couple additions that I've done to my Traxxas Slash as I'm getting back into the hobby. By no means am I an expert in any of this. I'm not a pro. I go out to my local track and get my hiney spanked all day, but I will say I'm getting better and getting better as a driver and making improvements to my truck and trying to get this Traxxas Slash track ready, race ready. And so a couple things that I've done. Right now I'm currently just running some street tires to run in my neighborhood. I run these Proline calibers whenever I'm at my local track, Indy RC World in Garland, Texas. But great track if you're in Dallas-Fort Worth area, man. There's definitely a track you want to go check out. It's pretty cool. Great people there as well. But I will say we'll start with the shock towers. I did add the GTR shocks, and the guys up at Indy set me up with this whole setup deal. But I did upgrade to the, I guess you would call them big bore GTR shocks. Rear shock tower back here, I went ahead and took the front shock tower off, replaced it with the rear shock tower, and put GTR rear shocks on my front of the Traxxas Slash as well. And one thing you'll have to do if you do that, you'll have to take this link here, and normally you would have it up in the front. You kind of have to run it back behind here and screw it onto the back there to not run into the shock. And so a couple things you got to kind of adjust to do that, but definitely a pretty cool little addition there. I went ahead and took out the stock drive shafts and replaced them. Matter of fact, replaced them with these Traxxas Performance Accessories steel front drive shafts. And I did that both in the front and in the rear. I like them so far. I haven't had any problems with it. It's been one time out and really just ripping it up at the track, and they seem to have held up so far. So only time will tell on that. And later reviews will definitely expose that or shed some light on that. So I do have the RPM A-arms. You can see these red ones here. I broke one, man. The RPMs don't break often, but I broke one on the triple at the track last week and had to put my stock back on here. But I did make the order and got some more in here recently, so I'm going to be putting those back on the front here, and also have the RPM on the back. I did take out the clutch, a diff clutch, whatever you want to call it, out of here, and I put in an actual center diff is what they call it, I believe. And there's no slipping in it. I mean, it's a fantastic addition. I highly recommend it. The first thing you probably want to do if you're just wanting to get great response out of your local track is, man, add this bad boy in there, the center diff into your Traxxas Slash. The response time is amazing. And it's just, I mean, when you pull the trigger, it's there. If you're bashing, I heard that if you're bashing, they recommend you keep the clutch in it, but if you're actually out there trying to race, throw this center diff in it. I upgraded my servo. I went ahead and put in the Savox, I believe is how you say it, Savox, and it is the 2273. The 2273, let me see, SB 2273 servo. And dude, this thing's got some crazy power. But one thing you will see is, and I believe it's for a lot of the Savox servos, you have to put a glitch buster in. So in here, I do actually have a glitch buster because, man, it was just browning out big time whenever I installed it. But glitch buster, man, installed that thing, fixed it up right away. So I went ahead and put on the rear sway bar, and man, this has been awesome there. And I don't have one in the front. They recommended not putting one in the front, just putting one in the back when you're getting it race ready. And so I did that. Man, this thing is really turning out awesome. I'm actually getting tomorrow my Sanwa transmitter. I think it's the M12S, and it's going to be an awesome addition to this thing. Right now, I'm just running this stock bad boy. You can see that right there hanging on the wall. And the Sanwa, we got it running in the Techno buggy that we got, and man, it's incredible. And then I also am going to be replacing the stock motor the Valenian system, I'm going to be actually putting a Tekin. It's going to be in next week. I have a Tekin Pro 4 HD coming in, 550 can, and then I also have a new Tekin Gen 3. I believe it's the RX8 ESC that I'm going to be putting in here. So between the new receiver and transmitter and the ESC and the new motor, man, I'm excited. And a cool little feature that I did also add is the MyLaps. Basically, when you're out at your track, if your track has the MyLap system, you can get lap times and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this review. I did add, and I can't even remember what these things are called, but these little, whatever these things are, the camber links, or I can't remember what they're called. It's been a long day. But I added these aluminum bad boys here. Those things break quite a bit, so I went ahead and just bumped it up there. But other than that, man, I think that's pretty much about it. I'll continue to add a couple things to it. But anyways, those are some additions that I have enjoyed. I hope you enjoy them. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, man. Again, not a pro by any means, just wanting to help build the RC community. Hope you guys enjoyed.